Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well today. This is your match review for Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0. But before we get into all that, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when I upload and when I go live. Go and follow me on all the socials. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, all linked down in the description. Go and follow my Discord as well. That is linked down in the description, guys. Now, let's get into this. So, Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0. A bit of a bitty game, a bit of a terrible game, to be honest. But Marc Cucurella, he drinks Estrella, he eats paella, his hair is massive. So, he got the winning goal for us, guys. And I tell you what, he's been there when the strikers haven't been able to finish their dinner. And he's done it again tonight. So, well done to Cucurella and well done to the rest of the team as well. In terms of the team news and how it all went down, I'll get that up for you now. But, guys, let me know who your man of the match was for today's game for Chelsea versus Manchester United. So, involved in the team news, this is how the team news went down. So, in goal, we had Robert Sanchez being a back four of Marc Cucurella, Levi Colwill, Tosin Adarabioyo and Reece James. A midfield double pivot of Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. On the right, Pedro Neto. On the left, Madueke. In the middle, Palmer. And up top, Tariq George. So, what happened in the first half? The first half seemed very flat apart from 1 point, when Reece James hit the post with the volley, or the half volley, whichever you want to call it. But more importantly, the second half, we came to life a bit more and we were looking for that goal. But the first half, though, it was very bitty. Man United had more of the ball. It seemed like we were a bit nervous. The crowd were very nervous as well. And it just seemed very much like we were trying to get Man United to engage to us so we could counter-attack. But it didn't work out like that. Harry Maguire got a goal that was called out for offside by VAR in the first half. He was only offside by a shoulder's width. So, you know, VAR doing their job there, so well done. And then that was a very quiet first half. There wasn't much to it. There wasn't a high level of performance. The only standout player I can think of for the first half was probably Moises Caicedo. But apart from that, very quiet. And so then moving on into the second half. Second half was a bit of a different kettle of fish. We looked like we wanted the goal. We were going out to try and get the goal as much as possible. We were creating chances. Tariq George went down in the penalty, but it was called for a dive, not a penalty. So the VAR doing their job again. I can guess it was a dive. I could see it was maybe a dive. I thought it was a penalty originally, but it was a dive. So I'll say, you know, fair is fair. VAR did their job. Lots of aggression from Manchester United in that second half as well. Lots of yellow cards given to them. But the only player that I could really see that caused us any issue today from Manchester United was either Bruno Fernandes or Amad Diallo. There wasn't much of a problem from Manchester United to cause us any issues. I mean, Tosin Adarabioyo had Rasmus Højlund locked up, lock and key in his pocket. It was a tremendous performance by Tosin Adarabioyo today in that defensive partnership with Colwill. Colwill didn't do too badly either, neither did Robert Sanchez. No real blunders from him there in the goalkeeping position, so fairly happy with how that went down. But as I'll say, Moises Caicedo, man of the match and well deserved. He was everywhere in that game. He was making tackles. He was going past players at ease. He was making the ball work for him rather than him work for the ball. And do you know what? I'm so impressed. I'm so glad we've got Moises Caicedo. A few changes in the second half. Tariq George went off for Malo Gusto. Romeo Lavia. Tariq George come off for Romeo Lavia and Malo Gusto came on for Pedro Neto to shore up the defence and go to a back five in the last few minutes of the game, just to shore it up. But the performance today was very good, and I just need to say something on Reece James. Reece James today looked like a real captain. The way he was protecting his players, the the way he performed, the spin to put the ball into the box from Mark Cucurella's header. That header was so powerful, by the way, it was incredible. But Reece James' leadership did show, and it showed character. All the boys showed character today. And so, that in that sense, now we're still on for a Champions League place. If we look at the table, we're still on for a Champions League place. So, as it stands now, we are now in 4th, level on points with Newcastle United, who play Sunday against Arsenal. Manchester City playing next week because they got the FA Cup final tomorrow. So they're down in 6th on 65 points with Aston Villa, joint 3rd with us and Newcastle on 66 points. Now, we have one more game to go. One more game to go in the Premier League, and that's against Nottingham Forest. That game now has vital importance. Win that, we get Champions League football. Lose it or draw it, it's curtains. We have now got ourselves another opportunity. We've dug ourselves out of the hole to get us back into Champions League contention qualifying. And I'll say this now, we can't mess this up. This is now it. Do or die. It cannot stop. It has to get to a point now where we get a result against Nottingham Forest, and then we can go and play Champions League football next season. If not, curtains. But I do think we'll make Champions League football. Based on what I saw today, if we play like we did in the second half, then I do think we'll make Champions League football. But it has to be perfect in the next match. It has to be a good enough result for us to get into the Champions League. It has to take a win. A draw and a loss are not going to mean anything. It just makes it a whole lot more upsetting for all us Chelsea fans. And I just think now is the time to really show our worth and really show. If Maresca is going to stay in this job, it's time to show why he should stay in this job. We've got the Conference League final coming up, not this week coming up, but next week. So we have to show our mettle now. It is down to the players. It is down to the manager now. It is all down to you boys. You can prove to us that you are capable of getting Champions League football. In the summer then we might be able to get some players that are capable of playing Champions League football to add to this squad. Because if we play Champions League football with this squad right now, it's going to look very, very, very sticky indeed. But at the end of the day, we're back in terms of qualification in the position that we are wanting to be in with one game to go. Let's hope we can qualify. But guys, let me know in the comments if you do think we will qualify for Champions League football. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And thank you to all those who watched the watch along today. That was really appreciated. We will be live next Sunday for the final watch along of the Premier League against Nottingham Forest next Sunday. So stay tuned for that, guys. But lots of videos coming midweek, lots of shorts, lots of TikTok reels and stuff like that, Instagram reels, videos coming up every day this week, guys. I'm going to the game on Sunday, so there will be a video on Sunday, but I don't know when it's going to be uploaded or when it will be ready. But there will be the matchday vlog coming up on the Monday. So stay tuned for that, guys. But I hope you've all enjoyed this video today. If you have, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified of when we upload. Share this channel out as much as possible, guys. Turn the notifications on to know when I go live and when I upload. Also, guys, go and follow us on all our socials: X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Go and join our Discord. Discord is down in the description as well as all the socials. But I hope you've all enjoyed today's video, guys. And guys, I will see you tomorrow for another video. Take care, guys.